you! Hi there. Wreckfest 2 before Christmas had an update. I had a chance to try it, and my responsibility, my job, is to keep those of you that have subscribed and not yet unsubscribed in the loop as to the state of games like Wreckfest 2, Flight Sim and Driving Simulator. So in this video, I'm going to tell you what's changed, what's good, what to look out for, and why you should indeed get Wreckfest 2 if you haven't got it yet. I really love this game. So, following off from the previous update, the force feedback has been tweaked, and now the cars feel quite a lot better through your force feedback wheel if you've got one. Don't worry, the game also plays fantastic on a gamepad, very drivable. The physics also seem to have been tweaked again, so the handling of the vehicles seems to me to have improved even further. Now, what do I mean by the handling improved? What I mean is, on a sort of simcade perspective, this is probably one of the best handling driving games out there. It's not a hardcore simulator. You do notice when you get wider drifts and stuff, there's some sort of stability there, and you can kind of extra rotate the rear of the car around corners by just turning more. But it feels really nice and natural. It's not obnoxious. It's really satisfying. It's super drivable. It feels great on a wheel, and it feels great on a gamepad as well. It's absolutely fantastic. I wish more games drove like this. Like, this manages to tickle my sim pickle and also my driving game, arcade game pickle. It's got really good depth there. It's really fun to drive. You benefit from being precise on the steering, modulating the throttle, using the handbrake, modulating the brake. You benefit from those sim skills, but at the same time it's super accessible, super easy to drive and not frustrating, which is important because most of this game involves jumping over canyons, smashing into cars, basically driving like an Italian grandma doing her Sunday shopping. It's superb. Now, there are some things that aren't perfect, I'd say, or could be better right now. The main one for me is that the onboard camera could really do with some kind of lock to horizon or more camera filtering. I get super motion sick from this game in first person. Could play it in chase cam, that's a lot better. But in first person, this game is pretty hardcore if you get motion sick. So I'd love something that addresses that. Also, I would say for the force feedback, though they've really improved the force feedback and the detail, and it's really good for feeling the grip levels and the load, the self-aligning. Weirdly, it has very realistic force feedback. Really, really realistic force feedback. Ironically, it could do with a bit more texture, or like a texture setting. And what I mean by that is a kind of almost rumble. So for dirt surfaces, you have a certain type of rumble. For tarmac, maybe a bit smoother, but an optional rumble setting to help give a bit more texture to the road surface, which is funny because that's the opposite of what you normally want with other games. But this game is so smooth and so grip feeling, you miss out on feeling some of the road surface texture. You tend to just feel the suspension, or it's just very realistic force feedback. But for immersion, and this is a really fun sort of simcade game, I think a bit more rumble and things would actually be really nice for this, and just help connect you to the road a bit more than what it has now. So hopefully that's something they can address in the future. But, you know, it's kind of nitpicking. It's absolutely fantastic to play. On the subject of the steering, though, I would say, great piece of advice. I would run this at very fast steering, so you can turn and counter steer quicker. It'll be a lot less effort for you to drive, and that makes it a lot more approachable to play while still having very good control of the cars. So maybe like 360 or 500 degrees of wheel rotation. You might find that makes it a lot easier to play this than 900 or 10,000 or a billion degrees of rotation. If you like a workout, though, set your wheel rotation low and you can enjoy yourself. But that's a good pro tip for you. Also, if you find that your wheel, when you bind it in the game, doesn't work properly, like it seems like it's kind of back to front, or it can only turn one way, what you need to do when you bind your left and right steering axis, make sure that you start from the middle when you bind the right, return the wheel back to the middle, and then turn it to the left when you bind the left. So you're starting from the middle when you bind it. That's it's not really a bug, it's just a quirk of how you have to set up your wheel in this game that took me a while to work out, and that could be handy for those of you struggling to set your wheel up. Now, they have added some cars and a new field location. Really nice, looks absolutely superb. The graphics in this game are great. It's one of the nicer looking titles, and the grass is phenomenal. Also, it runs really well, and you've got DLS and frame gen if you want, though I'd probably not bother with frame gen. Just you might want to use DLSS for the DLAA and things, but it runs so well. This would be great on even lower end systems, with it looking and playing absolutely fantastic. Now, something that was really funny when we were testing this last night on our own server, the netcode in this is so good. It's better than proper simulators netcode. Like, it's super smooth where all the cars positioned. You can hit into them properly, and it works as you would expect a real sort of oval race or destruction derby race to actually work out. Like, we were playing this on the short oval here, and it was so much better than sims like iRacing. All the car contacts made sense, and sure, like, the damage is very forgiving in this, and it's more on the fun side. You can drive with your wheels missing, for example, but it feels solid. It's funny for an arcade game to be on another level to proper simulators. I find that funny anyway. Now, I would say as well, on the subject of damage, they do keep tweaking how much damage you get from car contacts, how the damage affects your vehicle, and I think they keep adjusting it, and they're definitely doing that in the direction of what ends up being the most fun and the least frustrating, and I think it's gradually progressed in a great way there. Every time we play this, we have a good time. That's all that really matters. It is a bit sparse on things to do. It doesn't have a proper single player yet. I mean, you can race against AI, and the AI are actually surprisingly good, but at the moment, it's definitely the type of game where you want to jump into a server, have a quick bash and a race, maybe race with your friends, and you'll have a great time. Don't expect a fully fledged single player yet. This is very much an early access title. But for what it is right now, it's fantastic fun. I love what they're doing. I hope they can do the Lock to Horizon. I hope they can add maybe a bit of rumble. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what they next do on this. So, yeah, go and get it. If you've not got it yet, go and get it so I can drive into you when we live stream it. But until the next one, guys, thanks for watching this little update from the tea drinker. Happy tea drinking. Take care, shave your heads, and goodbye.